Yeah, hey, I'm happened. My connection just went to crap. So I came back, and next thing you know, Doge is touching the Ichimoku cloud over here. It's kissing the Ichimoku cloud right now as we speak on the weekly. Let's see how it reacts. I don't know how it's going to react, so let's see how it reacts. Oh, it's going down underneath of it a little bit here. Nope, it's holding it. Who knows what's going to happen? The Ichimoku cloud, the top is 14 cents and 14.3 cents. The bottom of the Ichimoku cloud here is 13.32. And the Bollinger Band, which is important to look at the lower Bollinger Band, is around 12.4. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was talking about Dogecoin. Next thing you just kind of cut me off here. It looks like it's kind of catching a little bit of bit here. I don't think I'm the only person who's looking at the cloud here, but I just wonder if it has to touch the low Bollinger Band, just because usually whenever things go up to the upper Bollinger Band here, breaks down to 20, which it did, then it might end up going to the lower Bollinger Band. That's just kind of how stocks and crypto usually act. They like to go from one side of the band to the other, and the 20 sometimes can serve as a little bit of a hey, you're not going to the other side yet. Well, here is like, nope, you're going to the other side. Back test that, fail to hold, come back down. I was hoping that it wouldn't, but it looks like it might. And before it gets there, it looks like the Ichimoku cloud here could be a very good, decent support. You see how it's having a little bit of reaction here, and you see how the downtrend over here has been like on declining volume, and how this downtrend here has also been on like declining volume. There's no volume. Nobody really wants to sell Doge. Doge just going down because it's just going down on low volume here. So yeah, I was eyeing this for a long time. It's finally happening. It's touching the Ichimoku cloud here. So what's going to happen now? I don't know if Bitcoin goes down to 75,000, which I still think it would. Dogecoin can keep on plummeting down further, right? But you can see how it's getting some pretty decent reaction over here. So um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see when it holds. If it holds, great. If not, 13 cent we go. If not, then 12 cent we go. Right? That's just the reality of the situation here. I'm not even gonna try to like sugarcoat it or anything like that. It's been a very rough. Bitcoin. Going back to Bitcoin here, got too many lines, got too many clouds, got too much volume stuff going on here. I do want to look at the Bollinger Band, and I'm still eyeing this lower Bollinger Band. I'm still wondering if it's going to touch the lower Bollinger Band. Before that, you're going to having Bitcoin dominance keep going up. Bitcoin's going to hold well, and all the altcoins going to get plummeted. So please go down and just touch it and rip the band-aid off. Please just get it over with, right? If you're going to do that. Or if you decide to come back to the horizontal zone over here, please just go ahead and do that. Rip the band-aid off so we can actually go up from here. Um, that's all. That's all I have to say. It's been rough, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I think Dogecoin is still holding cloud pretty well here so far. Funny how it works. It's catching a bit right where I thought it was going to catch a bit at. I find it extremely hilarious. I find it extremely funny if Bitcoin end up just not touching low Bollinger Band and it just kind of go up from there. I still find it to be a little bit unlikely though, based on what I'm looking at. Yeah, Dogecoin is having a pretty decent reaction off of that area, but we'll see, right? Um, guys, do you have any questions, anything you want to ask? I think I'm probably gonna end up, closing shop here pretty soon. Um, call me delusional. I think this correction makes me believe your theory of it being a second wave of BTC and wave three yet to come. Yeah, I know. Matter of fact, and like this sounds like crackpot theory again. Like people don't believe it because they only remember people only remember, they're like goldfish. They don't remember what happened over the last 3 months. They don't remember what the overall trend is. Low gains. Hi, yes, welcome back. People only remember what happened the last 3 months, which is why whenever you have a 3 month downtrend, is extremely bearish in the market, and the market makers are doing this extremely well. Um, yeah, I don't have a whole heck of a lot to say here. I do think that there's a possibility that this is being, this whole thing right here is wave one, this is two, and the beginning of 3 over here, and this is like the wave 2, sub 2 of 3, when the big move happens. I still think that's possible. If you're looking at the higher time frame on the monthly, it's kind of broken down underneath my tank in here a little bit, right? It's kind of broken down, but it also wicked down here in August, so that hasn't really scared me quite just yet. And during the bull market over here, it wicks down underneath the tank in here all the time. It just kind of kept riding all on the way up. So maybe I'm a little bit stubborn. I still think that the higher time frame still looks great. I still don't have any issues with like the way that Bitcoin's behaving. And yeah, we'll see. I think Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, got to commend MMs for his environment. BTC is literally at 75,000. How is 75,000 of Bitcoin bearish, right? It's not, with the exception that, like, look at how brutal Ethereum has been. It's not funny, I own a lot of Ethereum. It's not funny, but at some point you're just gonna have to accept, it is what it is. Doge coming back down closer to cloud here again. I can look at other things. I mean, Shiba's already broken the under the cloud over here. Is already trying to backtest this zone over here where it was back in August of 2024. It's looking pretty nasty, but it's still more or less just kind of stuck in a range over here. It's backtesting this horizontal range over here. A lot of things looking like they're testing their extremes. A lot of things look like they're kind of testing the extremes. Like sheep is back down here to the zone, right? Doge is finally coming back down to the zone, right? Can it wick down further? Yeah, it can, right? Even XRP now is at the bottom of this range here again, right? Can it break down underneath all of this? Yeah, it can. It's still amazing. It's still holding a tank in the kitchen here over here, right? Even when Bitcoin is not doing that, XRP is doing that still, right? Look at the other, like, if you get into the other coins, the other meme coins like Bonk, I think just had a really really huge run. It's just kind of, you know like, you probably exit liquidity if you were bought Bonk over here for the entire year of 2024, because it just had a huge run. It's probably not a good place to buy it. Pepe, same thing, huge run. They're probably looking for exit liquidity over here. Doesn't mean that you're not going to have another pump up, right? Because you are hitting some important horizontal zone over here. But I just think at some point, they're done with this. Jasmine, big giant pump up over here, right, in 2024. Big giant pump down over here, right? Where is it at? Is at the extremes. Is at this horizontal zone over here, right? H bar looking pretty decent, holding this wick over here, holding this horizontal zone over here. Chain link, what is it doing? Maybe a breakout of this horizontal zone here around $12, push up to like 30, come back down to 12 to backtest that area. Absolutely insane, right? ADA, what is it doing right now? Backtesting of the horizontal zone over here. You got a horizontal range over here is at the bottom of the range, right? If I pull up my GAN and my FIB level, it's getting close to 0.382 here again, right? Like, a lot of these things are just kind of testing their extremes. And again, Bitcoin's having a good reaction, and I hope that it wouldn't, because I still wonder about the low bull in Japan, right? I still wonder about the low bull in Japan, and I cannot really ease up unless if that low bull in Japan there gets touched here on the monthly. Because otherwise, everything else is just going to keep plummeting while Bitcoin's just playing around here. So anyway, a lot of things are just really seriously just crushing down to like the extremes here. So I'm not gonna be like sad and scared or anything. Ethereum is holding like 1800. 1800. I don't even think 1800 is really a level. Like, I suppose there's like these wicks over here. There's a little bit demand over here. I don't think it really is like a level. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, guys. You were mentioning, Vasu, I saw this post on X showing Bitcoin dominance over USD oil side by side with the last BTC bull. So pretty good symmetry. I'll look at that later. It's pretty interesting. Regardless, This cycle is extremely brutal, is extremely draining, and just when you think things are gonna go on the look up, they really plummet things down here. I have some theories in terms of why they're doing this, especially when it comes to Ethereum, but I think those are just theories. They're not based on technical analysis or anything like that. They approved the Ethereum ETF, but the majority of Ethereum is actually still being held by retail. So the only way for them to really like pry Ethereum from retail is to plummet the price. So I wonder whether or not that's the case. And this is like basically we're having our own COVID scare over here. This is absolutely ridiculous in terms of what they're doing to Ethereum. And nobody knows how low that low is going to get. Can it go all the way down to 15, 1600? I think it's possible. I was making a post too. If I can get rid of that so I can see, thank you very much. I was making a post here too. If I do the log fit level, now that it's broken underneath the 0.5, I think hitting the 0.382 would be the next logical level, which is going to be a 1700 Ethereum, which is going to be a horizontal zone over here. I think that's where it's going to hit. And that would coincide with Bitcoin going to like 75,000. With that said, if that's the case, I think Doge might end up going down a little bit further, and even break inside the cloud and go down a little bit further. If you're a Solana holder, it's breaking underneath the 0.786 right now. It's testing this horizontal zone over here, I guess. If you look at the Ichimoku, it's testing the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud right here. Everything is being brought to the extremes. Everything is being brought to the extremes. All right, I'm not going to stare at charts anymore. Just want to get all these things off my chest here, because I can make a bunch of posts on X, but I feel like whenever I make posts, people just comment. Like the lazy people, they just comment. They don't really even like read the post or think. But to actually post a video, it forces you to listen to my logic. And if you actually like read my posts, I'm always like bullish. Oh, it's like support zone here and here. If you listen to my video, it's like completely different. You know, I go through more logic. I talk about what I expect to happen. I talk about the upside, the downside. But if you just look at a post, I try to keep my charts clean, so you're not gonna like get that just by reading. So thank you all for listening in. If you guys don't have any other things to add to this live stream, I've already gone through a lot of the stocks, and I'm still anticipating Bitcoin to hit like 74, 75,000. I'm still anticipating Ethereum to hit 1700. I'm still anticipating Doge to maybe break down underneath the cloud over here, to hit the bottom of the cloud over here, if not a little bit further. I'm feeling a little bit, demoralized because at this point I'm not going to sell and try to buy back. It's just not my style, and I'm just one of those folks that just want to hodl throughout the cycle, because the cycle, whenever it gets going, can be extremely crazy to the upside. And you're only going to get those extremely crazy upsides if you can handle the downside. That's also extremely crazy. So, yeah, I love Danny's indicator, the DIU indicator. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna cut this live stream short now. But yeah, I'm gonna try to link these two together and gonna put them all on X, and yeah, and see what happens. Yeah. I don't even know if I'm giving up free alpha. I'm just here to talk. You can see like whenever I come on a live show, sometimes it's just sometimes it just feels like I'm just doing a therapy for myself, just listening in. That's what it feels like. So yeah, I mean I can drag this whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna go guys. Enjoy the night. Shut off the screen if you have to. This is just crap price action here. You already hurt my thoughts. Can price go down further than I expect? Yeah, it can. But here you go. Ethereum is plummeting down. It looks like it. Yeah, see, 1800 is not a zone. I'm almost. I always just want to stay here and just watch Bitcoin hit 74,000 and see Ethereum hits like 1,700 and then just see what happens. I just almost want to like stay for that. There's also a possibility where those levels end up getting hit and like Dogecoin just doesn't go down that further, but I suspect they will probably end up just plummet down. Come on, Bitcoin, do your thing. Broken down underneath my angle, back testing it, both the kitchen and the angle fell to hold. Yeah, it's going down lower. Um, I can just stay here. I can just watch it. You know. Well, some influencers. I don't know if you know. Shoot, what's this like Swans guy? Like, I remember back in the last cycle, he was having this 65,000 party. And here I'm looking at like 75,000 party. I don't, because I'm sick in the head. That's why. All right, guys. I'm gonna probably end up joining. I don't know if Tracker is gonna be around. I don't know if he's like mentally healthy enough to do this right now. I don't. I think the Matsby is probably also feeling okay. He. I think he actually thinks that now they're broken down into some pretty important levels. Like we were, maybe be a little bit more patient. Um, there's going to be a little bit more like short term downside. I see it. I'm telling you what I see. Um, yeah, we'll see, Ahmad. We'll see whether or not that turns out to be reality or not. But guys, you guys have been lovely. I'm not stare at this. I'm gonna do something else with my life here. Yeah. I know Tracker is like super nice. He's like one of the most genuine guys I know. And like whenever Tesla just kind of broken down a lot further than he thought. Like it's tough. That's how they mess with you. Like that's why I'm not trying to be all like absolutist about, like Tesla's gonna do this or that. Um because it's rough. It's an extremely volatile stock, and they can do whatever. Like the market makers and the powerful, they can do whatever the heck they want to do. So if you guys want to give him your support, be as nice as you can to him. He does great work. So yep. I don't know how I'm doing this, but what can you do? Yep, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Hey, if it was a Spaces and on X, I would probably invite you guys just to talk. But anyway, I'm gonna run. All right, take care, guys. Have a good one. Bye.